Hi everyone, I'm Celine from Calla Patterns. I've created this quick video tutorial to help you install my leaf magnetic snaps. These are perfect for flap closures. They are very similar to a regular magnetic snap, except that the male half is first installed into a decorative metal leaf that will be shown on the front of your flap. When you receive your lock, it should have the following pieces in the little bag: the male and female halves of your snap, plus their matching washers, and the leaf that you will see on the front of your flap. The leaf portion is similar to the flap portion of a turn lock. It has a front plate and a back plate that are attached to each other with 2 screws. For the installation, you will need a hole punch, a small screwdriver, a seam ripper, and some kind of glue, either E6000 or Loctite, and some fray check if you're using fabric for your flap. To start, use your screwdriver and remove the 2 screws holding the front and back plates together on the leaf. Now get the male half of your magnetic snap, 1 washer, and the back plate of your leaf. Insert the prongs through the right side of the leaf's back plate in those 2 small rectangular openings. Spread your prongs to secure the snap in place. In the case of this leaf, it is wide enough to spread the prongs. However, I may have other designs in the future where the prongs will need to be folded inwards. Since there are 2 holes to make to install the leaf snap, we need to figure out where these holes should be made in our flap. I have measured the distance between the 2 holes on the leaf's back plate, and they are exactly 1 inch apart. This means there is one hole exactly ½ an inch above and another ½ an inch below the center of the snap. You should use the flap pattern piece provided for the bag you are making and find the mark for the magnetic snap installation. For this video, I am making my Morning Glory pouch pattern. I have made a mark ½ an inch above the magnetic snap mark and another ½ an inch below the magnetic snap mark. Next, I am punching out those marks I just made. I like to use my leather hole punch to make these holes. I am now using my pattern piece to transfer the marks for the 2 holes to the right side of one of my flap pieces. To avoid any confusion, I have decided to use faux leather for the front and back of my flap in this video. But for your flap, it does not matter which flap piece you make the marks on, because 1/2 of the leaf will be on the front and the other half on the back of your flap. Make sure your flap is properly interfaced. All fabric flaps should have some kind of stabilizer added to it. I've used Decaville for this tutorial, but you can use fusible fleece or whatever stabilizer is used in your pattern. Follow the steps in your pattern to sew up your flap, then use your hole punch to punch out the holes you made on one of the flap pieces before assembling. If you're using fabric, make sure to apply fray check to the holes. If you're using a different fabric for the front and back of your flap, turn your flap so it is right side facing up. Place the 2 screw posts of the front plate of your leaf through the holes of the flap with the front of the leaf right side facing up. In the photo shown here, I am showing the back of the flap, and you can see the 2 screw posts inside those holes I punched. Add a drop of glue inside each screw hole. Place the back plate of your leaf snap over top, lining up the holes. The back plate should be right side facing up. Use your screwdriver to screw in both screws, making sure they are nice and tight. You should now install the female half of your snap into the body of your bag. This installation is a typical magnetic snap installation. You transfer the magnetic snap mark to your exterior body piece as instructed in the pattern you are making. Then place the washer with the center hole aligned with the mark you just made and mark the location of the prong holes on either side of that center hole. Very carefully cut out those prong holes using a seam ripper. If you used fabric, make sure to apply fray check to the prong holes. Insert the prongs of your magnetic snap through the prong holes on the right side of your body piece. Then turn over your body piece so it is wrong side facing up and place your washer over the prongs. Spread the prongs to secure. Either place a piece of tape over the prongs or fuse a scrap of interfacing over top like I have done in this photo to protect your fabric from the metal prongs. Now you can complete the assembly of your bag and enjoy the finished product. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at bluecallacreations@gmail.com.